Welcome back, my friends, to Let's Play Langrisser 2, where the fight concludes. Or does it? We'll see as we begin Scenario 22, Alhazard's Rebirth. To halt the reawakening of the demon sword Alhazard, Elwin's party finally made it to the Temple of Darkness, where an astonishing sight awaited them. Ah, yes, a lot going on in this battle. Condition for victory, we have to take care of all the enemies, but the defeat condition, if we lose either Jessica or Elwin. Let that be a clue that there's a little bit more to this battle than meets the eye. But we'll deal with that when we have to. In the meantime, I'm going to take care of this Messiah sword. It's benefited Keith very well, but now it's time to pass the baton to Aaron. And hopefully this won't be too jarring to listen to. My voice is not 100% right now, so I will try not to overdo it. Scott, still playing the catch-up game. Oh. And Lester, he's not doing too bad. I don't know what it is about serpent classes, but they're usually pretty easy to get to their final classes for some reason. Ah, Dragon Master, I do like the sound of that. Too bad they didn't name him Alex, that would have been a nice reference. Then again, considering the time in which this game came out, it wouldn't have made a lot of sense, would it? In fact, this might have even come out before Lunar, didn't it? I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, gonna get rid of some things. No business holding on any great swords or chainmail. Most of that armor is useless at this point. I mean, Mirage Rope, that magic defense is just so much better in the long run. And seeing as how Aaron's got the double XP blade, we naturally want to give him a full complement of troops. Everyone else is going to be playing a supporting role, though I would like to see people like Cherie and Elwin get some experience. Especially Cherie. Yeah, I guess Lester can get a little bit too, and Scott. Don't want them to get lapped. And I think we'll try out that Valkyrie summon again for Hein. That's the plan, at least. So this is the Temple of Darkness. And what's that at the altar? Two Lianas? Liana and the Dark Princess Larna. They're two different people. I told you. And here's Jessica and Aaron with the Deus Ex Machina. If they knew this, why didn't they mention this sooner? And Lester, I know what he meant there, but it's the way it sounds like. Sounds like one of those old gangsters, you know. If we mess them up, you know, just take them out back and put on the brass knuckles, you know. But I'm pretty sure he didn't mean it like that. But yeah, point made. If we mess them up, if we stop them, no more ritual, no more demon sword, no more darkness, no more panic, no more mischief, no more mayhem. So let's see what we can do about that. Alright, so as you can probably gather, caverns slow down most movement, especially anybody riding an animal of any kind. Unless it happens to have wings, then no worries. So Cherie's going to be fine until she promotes again. That's going to slow her down. Jessica should be safe without the troops, since she has that first strike attack now, and it's pretty quick. And a decent attack. I'm not too worried about those wraiths swooping in on her. In fact, I welcome them to try. Hein also won't need any men beside him, especially since he can summon. Aaron is going to take point. Keith won't have too many problems catching up, that's why I put him in the back, as per usual. And Cherie, I could have given her Griffins, but what's the point? They wouldn't have lasted long. Gonna be facing some meteor attacks here. And Bozel. It just sounds better than Bozer to me. At least for him. Egbert's telling him not to sweat it. Again, why is Egbert helping Bozel? I can't tell you. You'd think he would have lost interest after the Emperor was defeated. But we still have some Imperial soldiers here, supporting the Prince of Darkness, as he's known by some. And here we have the Iron Golem, a new enemy we haven't seen before, surrounded by standard golems. Like his subordinates, has very high defense, but much better attack. Actually surprisingly dangerous for some of our people. Weak to soldiers, so Aaron is going to have a fun time with them. The Liches are just as obnoxious as ever. Not a tremendous threat, but they have Meteor, so be mindful. And speaking of which, she does as well. And since she loves to use it, but they're not so weak to it. Which is why we'll throw out a fire to contribute to the cause. That's one of them down to 7 at least. Temporary reprieve from that cast. And nice thing about them though, it's pretty easy to manipulate their AI into force healing instead. Just gotta do a little bit of damage. And on that note, I could have given Lester some ballista, but you know, I'm just gonna bypass them. You know, ignore them. Just sort of weaken them a little bit to sort of distract them, keep them from moving too much. In the meantime, Scott, Lester, Aaron, people like that, they're just gonna continue to move forward. And Elwin, don't want to forget about him. Doesn't stand out as much without his troops. But we definitely want him to get up there. That'll work. Swing back over here and keep moving Hein for a couple more turns and then he can get in on the fun. Now since he has the Messiah Sword, again his attack and defense is dropped. That will be a slight problem, but nothing we shouldn't be able to overcome. That's what Cherie's there for too, to provide him with support. She has attack, she has protection. She has damn near everything at this point. Possibly my most powerful general in terms of versatility. And I'm okay with that. Just a little bit longer till he's bigger, badder, stronger, and faster. Unless we can stop it. And Liana and Larna pretty much do nothing in this battle. They don't even have much in the way of dialogue, so. Fun fact though, you can actually attack Larna when you get close enough to her, and you will get experience, and a decent chunk of it too if you take her out. On top of that, she puts up much less of a fight in this battle. I guess she just doesn't have the fight left in her. But I'm not going to attack her because I don't feel like being that big of a jerk. And I don't feel like I need the experience that badly. I mean, it definitely wouldn't hurt. Probably be an easy level for anybody, but it's not that serious. Savor the moment. And it's a good question. You know how dangerous it is, but he wants to do it anyway. And for him, the ends justifies the means. We've all been there before. At least we've all seen it before. Alright, Lester is extremely slowed down, but all I can do is move forward for now. Scott's not going to fare much better. I don't know what it is about caves. Is it that hard on hooves? And I don't know what the serpent has. Flippers. Okay. At least Elwin's doing alright. And Jessica's really going to get left behind at this rate, but you know what? If that's what it takes. And she can hit both of them, that's good. Don't want to use up that 8 MP every time, since it's not doing a ton of damage to them in the first place. Because the point is just to keep them at 7 or less, that's it. And mission accomplished. For one more round. Hein, Aaron, gonna have to move him first. And okay, he can get involved now. But before I do, maybe I want to cast magic or move her? Let's try him out. Yeah. Yeah, he's so weak with that sword equipped. I probably shouldn't have done that. So now I'm gonna move her and let these soldiers pitch in. I should have just cast attack or protection with her, kept him back, and let his men do the talking. Because they love to take their blades out for a walk, see? Oh, don't let the faces fool you. They're having a grand old time. And don't want to get too aggressive, though. Even though technically he's got a type disadvantage, the Iron Golem is strong enough to where he can still put a world of hurting on them, so let's not get too bold. And turn it back over to them. Wizards won't get aggressive for a couple more turns, probably. Or until something gets triggered, you know how it goes. Naturally, we can't walk over the magma. Flyers are okay. Don't have too many with me in this fight, though. See, oh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, normally he does much better against those things, but again, that Messiah sword kind of got him crippled. He'll be fine though. That's good. I'd rather they waste their turn healing than hurting. And they're both gonna do it. Wonderful. Every time they don't move, that's keeping their troops back from getting aggressive. Because only people they can reach right now are Jessica and Keith, and yeah, they know better. Also need to keep in mind that there's a certain spot on the map. If you move north of that point, that position, it will trigger an event, so I don't want to move forward too far just yet. Or do I? No, I don't think I do. I want to get a few more people in position first. And you'll understand why when it happens. Gladiator should do pretty good with those buff ups. 43 attacks still wasn't enough to one-shot him. So we'll send them in too. Not bad for a tier 2 soldier though. Fighting what's arguably tier 3. And yeah, I don't have to hold back too much. She's got plenty of magic. Not running out anytime soon. And I guess I should. And Aaron, have to be careful with him. Probably should just attack with her, but I'm not going to just yet. Probably should cast a buff on them though. Not going to. Yep. Or I could have at least cast Fireball or something. But that's right, he has Tornado. There we go. Whoa, that was one guaranteed kill. So at this point, maybe you can finish them all? Huh? If you feel like it and you did, that's great. Next up will be you. After all, they were going to heal if I didn't do anything, so level up. Not the last, hopefully. Not at this rate. Alright, so we'll be able to make short work of this golem at this rate. That's good. Fantastic. The way this is going, that golem won't be around for too much longer. I could attack him, and I think I will. It's not a full health, so. See, pretty strong, right? Not strong enough, though. And, no, don't want to do that. Granted, he could probably handle himself, but again, it's not the plan. Those golems give a lot of experience, so naturally want Aaron to get that. No reason for Hein to play the ball hog. He's already gotten his lion's share. Time to spread the wealth. Where that Iron Golem's troops are, to the east, if we were occupying one of those squares, we would trigger the event. It might just about be time for that. Maybe. Kind of ready to get Elwin in here too. Sleep. It's gonna make this a lot easier though. So let's start with that. And actually, maybe Lester can get by with that even without casting attack. Let's see. Oh yeah. He should. Look at that, 39 attack. But they do have 39 defense, so... At full health, I probably do want to use something. Something like this. Now they're asleep. They should have no defense. Oh, no, they're not. No, still took care of them. Yes, the other ones that are asleep. I think I'm overdue for a pair of eyeglasses. And gonna hold off because I don't want to trigger it just yet. I'm having second thoughts. At least get Elwin up closer. Sorry, Jess, you're not going anywhere just yet. There we go. And top it off with this. And oh, they're getting kind of low. Might want to back off for a little bit. Now it's time to buff. Probably should have just put it to sleep, but kind of want to keep moving. And why not give it a fighting chance? And that was definitely going to be a level. Take the time to do that. And you guys just stay put. Just get a little bit closer. Yeah, that rock that's above Hein, I think if I occupy the space in line with that, that's all it would take. Alright, we're good. Next turn it'll be then. So let's see, there's a lot going on in this battle behind the scenes. You've got Egbert, you've got Bozel. You've got a secret item that we're probably not going to get to near the end because of where it's located. And there's an entrance to yet another secret scenario that fast. But it's kind of convoluted, the process you have to go through in order to unlock it. And as always, it has to be Elwin, so yeah, fun times ahead. This really is a good battle. Tends to be a very long battle though if you want to fulfill all the conditions I just mentioned, and of course I do walk through, so yeah guys, hope you're in a comfortable chair. Let's finish this up. Level for Lester. That'll be level 4, that's a good one. And hey, we should. Oh, I was about to say, looked like we could leave him at 1 for a moment. That would have been silly. But not outside the realm of possibility for this game. Yeah, see, they're being sneaky. You got that one goal in there. I'm not going to finish you off yet. As much as you'd like me to, that's too much XP. And these guys aren't going anywhere. Though Keith can start moving, he's almost out of MP anyway, so Jessica's enough. And they're officially good to go next round. Oops. Okay. At least I didn't move forward. That'll just offset everything I was doing there. Oh, gotta put them on mail. Not that it matters now. And of course we got a level 9 Saint there, so she's gonna be a bit of a bother. Egbert only level 8 in comparison, that's a little unfortunate. And the golems are level 10, so yeah. I don't know if you get more experience for defeating commanders based on what their current level is. That would make sense though. Something I need to start looking out for. In the meantime, rain, brimstone. And that would definitely trigger it. But at this point, not too concerned. Will it be enough? Oh, so close. Even with that 16 bonus from Scott. Guess I should use magic. Better late than never. Because I really don't care who gets the levels over here. Yeah, do I really want to do that? You give it to Lesser. Ooh, man. And I'm not holding that on Elwin. Just again, he is not going to have any problems getting his experience, so. But that did trigger the event I was talking about. The seal has been broken. Now put the club away. Says Bozel's worn out. Yeah, what's that supposed to mean? Aren't you helping him? Something's going on, guys. Any ideas? Because I'm not saying a thing. All I know is now it's time to start moving. Yeah. Bye-bye. Look at that experience. And just keep Scott surrounded just in case. Even though there are no immediate threats. Well, it doesn't matter, they couldn't have gone any farther anyway, so. Keith, don't want to forget about you. Move him as far as he can go, put his angels on guard. Not gonna be bothered with them. But I lied. Because again, I don't trust the AI to put them in the best spot. Want maximum movement. And Hein, it's time for you to do something. Yeah, I forgot that fast. I didn't give him the ore, I gave him the wing, so we've got Freya instead of Valkyrie. That's fine. I think Freya's a little bit more useful. A little bit more durable at least. And I've never seen the elemental come with illusion, so again, still learning this. I tell you, the summons in this game, it's a tough pony to ride. I don't know if I could ever bring myself to ride a horse for real, though. I would feel terrible. It's not even like I wail, I just, you know, only want somebody on my back. Yeah. Just because I can. I mean, come on, I might never see it again. The time has come, ye who has ruled the streams of time and space since the creation. Open the gates of earth and time to give me power. Knock yourselves out, guys. I'm not even... Ooh, what? Bernhardt? Alive? Oh, you're alive. That's great. I didn't do that. So how? Yeah, this is why they played along with him. Because they were just playing him, literally. Doesn't think too much of Bozel. And they're gonna kill them all. And let chaos sort it out. Long live the Emperor indeed. Guy's got more lives than a cat. And Bozel was not pleased with this. So guess what's about to happen now? That's right. Our enemies are now our allies. Except not really. They're gonna attack everybody. My only question, how did they know with complete certainty that unleashing the sword's power was going to wear him out? Did they come across some old text saying that this happened before? I mean, I don't know. That just seemed like they was really a big gamble. I don't know. Who can say? I shouldn't doubt. And with one shot, Bracelet goes down. What a twist, huh? The almost final boss of the first game, taken down by an NPC. Can we still win? No. But she didn't want to say that. But she's going to send him to another world. DBZ style. Because according to her, we can't win. No faith in us whatsoever. Even with Langrisser. Supposed to counter Alhazard, right? That's what I thought. So we got to get her close to him, and that's going to end the battle automatically. That's one way to do it, though. Guess what? I'm not going to do it that way, because it means less experience, and it's less fun, too. I don't see any reason why we can't take out Bernhardt the old-fashioned way. Besides, we own 1, or 2, or 3, or 15, who's counting? Da, 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 da. Egbert's theme's amazing. Oh. The enemies are fighting themselves. Yep. Everybody in the Empire just let themselves be used by Bracelet just to get that sword. And Bernhardt says it was nothing. I'd say he's being modest, but it's not really the proper word for him. But anyway, let's keep it moving along. Show must go on. Yeah, that's it for Bracelet. I really enjoyed that surprise, by the way. The first time I played this game, it really took me aback. I was not expecting that whatsoever. I was not expecting Bernhardt to come back, and I was not expecting him to take down Bracelet that easily. Again, a far cry from Warsong, where you defeated the Empire and, well, you defeated the Emperor specifically, and that was it. And fairly early on, well, maybe mid-game. And it was kind of playing that up, you know, mid-game, you fight the Emperor, you defeat him, you figure, well, it happened last time. We know Bracelet's the real threat, you know. Not so, not this time. So yeah, history is not quite repeating itself. Well, it's not hitting all the same notes at least. Where once it was a half step, now it's a whole. And so on and so forth. At some point we want to deal with Egbert. We're going to sort of entice him with Cherie, play with his AI. Because she should be tough enough to endure his troops' attacks, despite having the type disadvantage. Now, in a test run of this fight, I had a lot of fun. I was actually recording it to upload. Because I brought the Wormguard summon, which, like, the Elemental has access occasionally to teleport. And lo and behold, it had teleport, and I was able to use that to send a group over to Egbert and take him out around turn 2 before the event got triggered. The problem with that was it sort of broke the game in half, and I was able to continue fighting the battle, but certain dialogue would not trigger after that, so I could not really complete the battle properly. Even if it did let me defeat Bernhardt and move on to the next scenario, that would have been selling the experience short, I think, because a lot of dialogue would have been missed and you guys wouldn't have got to see that, and I didn't want to do that. It's too bad though, because I had a lot of fun. Well, it just goes to show you. I didn't expect you to have access to that spell at this point, I guess. Which isn't fair, because I mean, I played this totally legit. I didn't level skip, I didn't power level. They gave me the summons, I had every right to use it. Well, what you gonna do? No sense in moping. Oh, thanks for the heal that I don't need. Oh, it's for you, never mind. That lone soldier. time for us to die? I hope he doesn't mean what he says. Now you would think with 49 defense, she would be completely safe. But not necessarily so I need to pay attention here. One, oh, okay. Lost my train of thought that quickly. Will there be another? No. Good. Just calm down, guys. The archers are going to be the biggest threat, though. They're more dangerous than the ballista at close range. Okay, no damage. I was expecting it. Oh, look at you. Found a spot. Will you make the most of it, though? Not this round. There's always next one. And Egbert has an orb equipped. He's not going to run out of MP anytime soon, so that's not an effective strategy for him. Unlike the liches, who are getting rather low. And... oh, that elemental was put it... ooh! Ah! She fought for her life. And she managed to hold on to it, even if just barely. So yeah, now everybody needs to move forward. Yes, you too, Lester, if only you could. So what this means now is that if they ever get strong enough again, the liches are going to start attacking the Saint and her group. And that's why I had to get aggressive, because I don't want them to rob us of that experience. We want to be the ones to take everything down. We don't want them getting involved. They get no credits. So that's going to help out a lot. So even with that reduced attack, Aaron, I don't know if I want to chance it. We're going to play it safe. Because that's what they're here for. We're not going to be able to take out the whole group in this round anyway, so... just going to burrow our way in bit by bit. And, okay. I was kind of hoping the elemental's illusion would be images of herself and not Hein, since the enemy AI seems to favor attacking summoned creatures especially. I would imagine illusions doubly so. It seems I'll never know. Shame she couldn't finish them off, but she wasn't at full health, so that was expected. Hopefully these illusions will help distract them a little bit. Don't want her to take too many hits. And might as well get you back. Unless you decided to learn teleport, because at this point it would be safe to use. So naturally it's not going to turn up now. Oh, just you wait, game. Eventually somebody on my team is going to learn that spell and you won't be able to stop me from using it then. In the meantime, not going to give it to Scott. I probably should, but I won't. We'll give it to Lester. Yeah, I tried. Try again. If at first you don't succeed, bring another axe. And I could give this one to Scott as well. It's fine. His troops are actually going to be pretty useful in a minute as those ballista move in closer. So he won't get the shaft, no worries. And hopefully Elwin can appease their bloodlust. Keep them on everybody else's backs for a minute or two. Because they're getting closer. There we go. Within range. Now are they going to do damage to him? Yeah, even though that... No game. That... Excuse me? Oh my goodness. I'm just shaking my head. That doesn't make any sense. Not only is their attack not high enough, they're out of their commander's range and they're all getting a hit in. What is this? 43 defense? Where did it go? The numbers are lying to me. Want another one? Yeah. Polly wants all the crackers. Go for it. Help yourself. Have a feast. I didn't want health. Who wants to be healthy? Oh man. That's ridiculous. And they're not doing hardly any damage to her. And yes, I know. I said that out loud. How dare I? That was stupid. So here it goes. Oh, man. Just ridiculous. It's exasperating. You know, what's the point of building these people up into be walking behemoths when they can't take hits from Dark Elves and Ballista? Two hits, almost 50 defense. It's ridiculous. Oh. And just wait till the next battle. That was gonna be really fun. So, I know I'm supposed to treat, but you know what? No. Made me angry. And on that note, yeah, they've got good magic resistance because they're Egbert's troops. He's probably got a Mirage Robe equipped as well, so... And again, I wasn't thinking logically there, just had to hit them back. And not enough MP, of course not. But we can weaken her. In case I'm bold enough to attack her this round, it'll make it a lot easier. Now we gotta be very careful we place Scott and his men. So he's not going anywhere just yet. I do not want the Ballista to target him for sure. Lester's got good defense. They can hit him if they want. And normally I could say that about Aaron, but right now he is again a little under the weather. Well, he's under the weapon. Which comes with its positive and negative influences. Which is again why I say don't do drugs, folks. You want to be operating at full mental capacity as much as you can. Anything that by definition hinders your ability to do that is not your friend. Take it from me. Words of advice. Because I care. What, I don't have to know you to care about you, do I? There's gotta be a loophole in there somewhere. Okay. 1 point is plenty. Always next round, but you know what? Maybe we can get another one in. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, maybe we can finish her off. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Aye, indeed. Thanks for the level. 2 to go. So he's gonna have no problems reaching his 5th class. Which means we can afford to spread out the experience even more than I was expecting to. Lester, Keith, Elwin, what do you guys say? Your plates are looking a little empty. Let's fill them up. But first, gotta make it to the table. And Keith basically got his angel set up to make sure nobody can pass through. Yeah, before they do something silly. Bring them back a little bit. Liches probably aren't going anywhere anyway. Gonna make us come to them. And I will, because again, EXP. Oh no. Don't hate to get all that experience. Just move them up, I think. Yep. Now, if you guys want to target those illusions, by all means, that's why they're there. Feel free. Heard you need a little target practice. Well, everything's set up for you. This might hurt. Yeah. Aaron was immune though. That Mirage robe for you. And where are you? Oh, that's where you're going. Yeah, without Hein, Elemental's pretty weak actually. But what do you want? Standard summon 5 MP. You get what you pay for sometimes. Thankfully, that's not always true. Gotta know how to fish out a good deal. Alright, Cherie, just don't die. That's all I ask. I mean, really, this would be a terrible place to lay your bones when you think about it. Probably wouldn't even survive. You know, with the magma and everything. Also, when is it magma and when is it lava? This looks like a job for Webster's, but I'll wait till the video's over. It's sad, I'm in my 30s now and I still don't know the difference between the two. Where have I been? Let's blame the public school system. Turn 11. Elwin is going to do nothing. Cherie is going to do nothing. Well, that's not true. They're falling back so that they can get healed. Probably by Hein. Because he has healed too, and that's pretty much what they need at this point. But hey, if I can include somebody else in that as well, get the most out of it, maybe I should take a minute to do that. If you folks don't mind. But first, take this. See, that's how it's supposed to go. No bonus means you're not supposed to do damage. That was gladiators. They're hurting people like Elwin and Cherie, but they can't hurt the gladiators. Go figure. Unfortunately, he's not level 4 yet, so he doesn't have that enhanced range for his spells. So, what you gonna do? Going to treat with Keith, so he'll have more MP. Otherwise, that carbuncle is next to useless on him. So, I wanted to attack those groups down below, but I don't know. Spellcaster's kind of in my face, but I'm going to ignore them for the time being. Really, the last thing I need is for the Lichess to cast Meteor from behind. I guess we have enough firepower up here between Lesser and Scott. Really, I think we got this under control. Think. Gotta love the expressionless faces on those sprites. Those big eyes of death and judgment. Just to wound him. Sacrifice was worth it. That'll be a couple turns he's not going to do anything worthwhile. And we can go safely on. And we're getting there. I just hope they don't target Scott. Not sure if his defense is going to hold out. Oh yeah, you. Don't want to forget about her. No damage. Oh, okay. Gonna hurt everybody. Just 1 point though. And then the ballista were actually getting the command bonus. Do nothing. Figures. Yeah, it's like they're stronger when they're weaker. What is this? Maybe it's because you fight harder when your back's against the wall. Is that the logic going on here? I know, I'm not gonna give them any credit. It's just a cheater. Turn 12, okay. Before I forget, we're just gonna go ahead and do this. Try to make Aaron's life easier. Basically. Dagnabbit. Okay, Aaron. Can you do 6 points of damage? Yes, you can. Good. Because I honestly wasn't entirely sure. There we go. 40 attack is helping out. And if he didn't have the Messiah sword, they would have, what, 42 attack? Not bad. Yeah. We can't reach that one ghost, though. Well, I mean, we could with Keith, but I'm not really sure I want to do that. Yeah, the thing is, again, like, hey, Keith is in his 5th class already, so I really don't want him to get any of this experience. Excellent. Getting closer. 1 more to go. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, really? We can't finish him off. They hurt us against all odds. I don't know what to do. Guess another elemental. And now you have nothing useful. But whatever keeps him down. Finish off these ballista, hopefully. That would be an accomplishment, and that would be progress. Would like to see it. Still a few up top I can't get to. Yeah, sure. "29 defense is just enough to bear with them. Successfully. Feels like Scott should have more soldiers. Didn't I give him more soldiers? Didn't lose them, did I? Liana, we could use some heal 2s from you. I put all that work into you. You're a high priest. I know you can. Isn't she a high priest? I'm pretty sure she's a high priest. Oh, you know what? Maybe she's a class below that. But she should still have heal 2, I think. I don't know. It's been a long time since we've had her on our side. But I do know I was able to get her to a pretty high level, all things considered. And there was a good reason for that, because I knew she was coming back. And I didn't want her too far behind. How dare you? You'll regret that. It's just gonna take a minute. Elwin's still getting hurt. Somehow they're making the impossible possible a little too easily. Just dogpiling them. And the archers gotta get their word in too. Yet the arrows are bouncing off of him like he's made out of granite. Maybe he is. So there'd be a plot twist for you. The royal family actually just animated golems. Alright, Jessica. Keith, magic time. Since we're focusing on Aaron, we're going to throw up attack and let that be the end of it. Still can't reach some of these ghosts though. And they're not at full health, so. Oh, look at that range. Thank you, level 9. And not too bad damage, not amazing, but still decent. To be fair, the undead have no business being weak to wind, so can't really argue with it. Alright. It's unfortunate the best times to record later when I'm tired. Oh, can't stop yawning. I do apologize. I mean, I know it's not picking up, but still. It's really hindering my ability to give even remotely adequate commentary. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm one of those people. I don't operate well on bad sleep or low sleep. My brain shuts down. And my body, I'm operating at the most minuscule of portions passable. Truly like the living dead at that point. But we're gonna find a way, we're gonna manage. We have to. We must. Kinda wanna take this guy out now, but you know what? Not gonna do it. No reason to. They just kind of annoyed me. Yeah, I can forgive, but I never forget. Just gonna be honest with you. So we're gonna give them all something to remember us by. Not that we're gonna remember them for very much longer. See what I mean? It's like a third through the sentence. Everything starts slow down, like so. Alright, that's looking a lot better here. Now if we can just remove them from the equation. And I don't need no bonus to do that. You're done. You're not, though. So, Scott can have it if he wants to. And okay, I guess he wanted it. He got it. Good job. Not a level, though. Oh, he's very close. He'll get one no matter what I do. Bracelet will knock you back down. And go for it one shot. So we can see that astounding attack animation. Don't see it nearly enough. Becomes Multiplicity Man. And why not? Just because you're 5 doesn't mean you can't get any experience, Hein? Especially since your magic's not at full capacity yet. There's still that to aim for. Okay, so these two. If you could really wrap this up. Unfortunately, I have to do that so she can actually take out one of these units. But I'm going to keep casting magic in the hopes that it'll cause Egbert to heal instead of cast Meteor. If we could just get one turn as a breakaway from that. And thank you. Even though this is going to be a heal too, it was worth it. Because I'd rather take their attacks than a Meteor from him. Because his kind of hurts. Even more than the standard. Which doesn't feel very good to begin with. Egbert's name is just so suave. It's Evil Debonair, if that's even remotely sensible. Not that I've seen any James Bond movies that I can recall, but in my mind at least, this would be more than suitable Bond villain music. At least what I envision Bond in my mind to be. Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't think I ever have seen a James Bond film. Somehow I've just missed that boat entirely. Anyone got any good recommendations on a first film to watch in the series? Anyway, this isn't gonna end them, but it did a little bit. Neighbors getting noisy. What else is new? Maybe they like James Bond and got them excited. The arena's in GoldenEye, how dare you? Casino Royale? Come on. Yes, indeed, come on, Freya. Pull us out of the frying pan with nothing. Starting with absolutely nothing. That earthquake might be helpful later though, so back pocket, got something for you. And it's always nice when they manage to make it at 1. But you guys have done enough, I think. Let's bring it in, bring it in. And still working on them. Keith, no magic. That's too bad. Nothing. I was in denial there. So I think Aaron can manage this by himself at this point. He's got enough troops at his disposal. If anyone can, our senior can. At least I hope he can. Gonna work on them. Because it's gonna take 10 to defeat 10. And we've still got 1 to go. But 9 should be enough for 6. And if 6 was 9, we would have had more of a fight. But 6 is 6, and let it stay that way. Aaron, congratulations. Welcome to the 5-star club. Everybody welcome our High Master to the party. And can't wait to show him off. Not bad, no damage. And his attack would have been much higher if, again, he didn't have that Messiah sword equipped. So next battle, he's going to really start having a good time. And we're not done. He's level 5, but we don't need to stop just yet. Get him a little bit more experience and a necklace. No time like the present to accessorize, right? I hear the ladies love it. Hey, no, it's not too late for Aaron. He might still meet his little sweethearts. Though it will be kind of late to start a family, don't you think? But hey, who am I to judge? Meteor. Fine. Opportunity to get some experience healing. And why he targeted Hein for that, I have no idea, but I'm glad he did. Also happy to see he took no damage from that whatsoever. So his magic resistance has got to be ridiculous right now. It's in the thousands. 9,000 to be specific. Yeah, Freya's doing pretty good. 32 defense. But as we've seen, that doesn't mean anything necessarily. But in this case, it's holding up. Let's see how Elwin fares though. Okay, okay. Not gonna call your bluff though. Alright. Heal, please. Then again. No. Tech. Soft breezes. Feels good. Now, even though this won't end them, that's fine. Because really, the Dark Elves are more of a bother than the Ballista. They've got less range, but I don't know, they just seem to be more accurate in their attacks most of the time. So, Aaron, I think you can handle that. So let's go for it. Whoosh. Back to the abyss, please. Though hair's really nice this time of year, so I'd like to think I did them a favor. It's like a vacation you never return from. And it's time for you to take that trip. Or not, because they're not getting his command bonus anymore. That's right, High Masters operate like a Ranger class. If you remember the Ranger, the secret class from Warsong, in that game they didn't get any troops to command whatsoever. In this game you can still recruit men, but they're not going to get any command bonus whatsoever from you. Unless you give them a necklace, then you have a range of 2. But if they leave that limited range, they get nothing. Nada. So they're kind of expendable at this point. Though they should be fine, there's really no point to continue using them past this stage. But not having men means that Aaron is going to be unrestricted and is going to be able to go where he wants to go, do what he wants to do. And oh, he's going to have a field day. You'll see. Especially because he can equip that longbow as a High Master. Ranged unit with his attack? Yes, please. And his defense too, don't forget about that. Oh, thank goodness for magic immunity. Mirage robes all day. I want a mirage robe of my own. Yeah, how come that has become a fashion trend? You got people out here wearing things like leggings and pajama pants. You know, what they call wife beaters, which is a terrible name for a shirt, but that's what they call them. Why don't we have a robe fad? Or robe fashion? People just outdoors, you know, wearing bathrobes, things like that. It's more covering, you know, it's not offensive to look at. You know, just think of the possibilities. I wouldn't recommend it in the summertime, but you know, when it's a little colder, a little cooler, it'd almost be like wearing a jacket. A cozy jacket, a blanket of a jacket. Because that's what robes are basically to me, they're robes. Well, yeah, of course they're robes. Here's a tire coming up. They're blankets that you wear, don't you think? Something about robes. Anyway, Scott, you're not looking too good. There, much better. And this last lich. I should get them out of the way and let Aaron finish up. He ought to be able to get it done. Oh. Okay, he had a lot of attack. I don't know what happened there. Just got a bad roll, I think. But maybe his troops can finish it up. They are within that limited range. They're getting the attack bonus. This ought to do it. Yes. Good night, bad sir. Another necklace. I kind of felt like their troops had a pretty wide range of attack. That would explain that they had the necklaces equipped. Somehow I did not notice that. Make sure Keith is a long ways away from those guardians. They hurt. And they could probably one-shot him. Probably. Best not to find out. And they just want that Freya so bad, but they're not getting anywhere. And this took a lot longer than it should have, but thank you. Please, none of that one nonsense. That is it for Egbert's men. I don't care who gets it, Cherie, please just get him out of our face. Not that it hasn't been fun. Orb obtained. He won't be needing that now. And he's gonna run away. We will see him again, of course. Can't expect to get rid of someone of his caliber so quickly. Not that was easy. And you can see with his attack, as a zarvera, why I didn't want to send just anybody over there to deal with him. That first strike business is dangerous. And this archmage. Not sure who I'm going to save him for just yet. I mean, Aaron is his 5th class now. He's still getting extra experience, which is nice, but he doesn't necessarily need it. And why am I moving them? Maybe they can just be a distraction if nothing else. But I don't need all of them. In phase. And I need to start replenishing Keith's magic while he has nothing else to do. Bernhardt usually... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was about to say, Bernhardt really doesn't move too often from his location, but don't be fooled. And don't be caught off guard, because every now and again, he does. So, I don't want to be too reckless. Not as bold as Leon, but he won't think twice about moving in and taking down Scott, or Lester, or any troops if we get too cocky. So I'm not going to. And now it's time for another mission. Calling all Elwins for this one. We need him to unlock the location for the next end. No, it's not the final secret scenario, but it's the only one that I can access playing the game legitimately. And it's one of the toughest. But yeah, you'll see. It's the setup of it. If you can survive the first couple of turns, what they throw at you, it's not too bad, but it's just recovering from that initial barrage, that onslaught of just, oh my goodness. This will be a good opportunity for someone to get some experience casting heal. Get them all close. I probably don't take advantage of that nearly enough, to be honest, but I don't know, it's not very riveting to watch, and it's kind of a drastic tactic. I don't think it's really that necessary. We're doing fine. It's too bad though, if I didn't want to go through the whole process of the rune stones, Elwin and Cherie could have long been in their 5th class by now. But it'll be worth it in the long run. To have a couple of generals who can pretty much challenge anybody face to face without too much retaliation, it's a bonus, it's a boon. Because Leon is really strong, guys. I don't know if you noticed this. And we're gonna have to fight him again. And I'd like to have at least a couple of people who can stand up to him without getting taken down in one hit or two hits, you know? That was sort of my motivation. I mean, I guess I could always rely on things like sleep, but I don't like to lean on magic too heavily because, you know, what if it doesn't work? It seems to have a pretty good success rate in this game, but what if it doesn't work? Always consider. Alright, we're slowly catching back up there. Yeah, 40 MP, that is a lot to do a lot. And now she has protection, that would be actually useful. Wish she'd learn that more often. Whoa, that bird is really loud. I don't know if you guys can hear that. This mic is sensitive. There's this one bird outside who is just chirping louder than ever. Got something to say, apparently. That bird is serious about spring. Want to make sure all the flowers bloom today. Well, go for it, birdie. I got nothing against it. Here's to the green. Here's to the natural wonder of spring. And yes, we want to flip that switch. And you heard a sound in the distance. That would be coming from over there. It doesn't look like it, but that's a door, or a path rather. They call it a door. Regardless, you want to use somebody with Earthquake or Meteor to remove that blemish that was a pillar, so that Odin has access to that area to the west. Again, to reiterate, it has to be Elwin who unlocks it or it doesn't count. I do recommend Meteor over Earthquake via the option, simply because it costs less magic and you can be more precise in your targeting. Earthquake tends to hit a wider area, but it's harder to aim it where you want it to. So it'll remove some obstacles, some obstructions, some terrain, but it seems to be more random. And again, the Dark Guardians, thanks to his bonuses, are very strong. Even for a soldier class, I wouldn't throw knights against them too quickly. So really, it's gonna be Cherie and Elwin who can handle them. Maybe Aaron to a lesser extent. Keith gets first strike on them, but any hits they manage to do to him, he's gonna fill them all. Yeah, they're too tough for even Lester, who has pretty good defense, so he's gonna stay back. Just use magic, which thankfully they're not immune to. And hey, this works out. We've been holding her back, but this is an opportunity for her to get some experience. Because she's still in her third class, can't have that. Well, scenario 22, how many more battles can there be? How many more opportunities? More than you might think. What can I say, guys? It's a long game. The original game would have been done by now. Capped out at 20, but we're just getting started. No, I'd say we're in the third quarter. And the fourth isn't too far away, honestly. But there's still quite a bit that needs to be done. Liana and Larna. 2 peas. 1 pod. No regrets. That made no sense. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about today. YouTube needs an option for split audio tracks. So if you guys wanted to listen to the game audio but turn down the narrator, in this case me, you could have option to turn that off, just not even deal with my nonsense. I would approve of that. Oh well. Also, that would be good because, you know, if you wanted to record multiple languages, you could have English narration, you could have a Japanese narration, a Spanish narration, a French narration, whatever language you wanted. And on that note, also subtitle tracks. English subtitle track, Japanese subtitle track, Chinese subtitle track, Italian subtitle track, anything, you know? I mean, all this money Google's throwing around, you know, they can make it that advanced. DVDs have it. YouTube can have it too. Yep, just checking in on their stats. Again, you could attack Larna. Knock yourself out if you're moved to. I'm not. She's been through enough. In case you can tell, she's being controlled against her will. I'm not going to hold that against her, so we're not going to hurt her. We're not bad people. At least I like to think we're not. We're not that starved for experience. They say gluttony is a sin, and you know, whether you want to regard sins as being completely legit or not, there's no mistaking gluttony is not a savory characteristic and not one I want to endorse. Or any form of greed. I don't care who you are, we'll lead you astray. These armored soldiers are not going to be very useful at this point either, but hey, if they can deflect some enemy fire, they will have served their mission quite well. And they will be regarded highly in the annals of Baldia's history. Boo, boo, boo. Oh, yep, see, Bernhard moved. He took one step, but that was enough to extend his command. And now they're in trouble. Liana, come on, throw us some heals. I mean, we don't need it right now, but still. So glad Bernhard is not immune to magic. That would make this fight so much more difficult. Because look who's running out of men. And as much as I would love to keep Elwin here, we need him to trigger that secret location. So maybe this will help. Can't say no to that, can you, Bernie? I hope not, at least. Let's see how they do. We're getting the same attack bonus, which really is impressive. It really goes to show how strong Scott is, but our base attack is lower, and that's going to make all the difference. But look at how insanely overpowered his gladiators are. They should not have done that well. And I should have started off casting sleep, but you know what? At this point, offense is the way to go. And, okay, he still has magic. Anything will work. Anything it is. And more experience for Aaron every little bit. Don't want to get too close with her because I do not want to trigger the end of the fight. Can't have any of that instant warping nonsense. And I guess that's all we can do. I don't know why the enemy always feels like they have to target you when they cast their spells. I mean, really, who is it fooling at this point? We know he's casting it on himself. But anyway, we found Odin's bracelet there on the pedestal above Bernhard. That is another item you want? Yeah, we're not going to attack it. There is another item for summoners to equip to give them access to a new being, a new creature, a new entity. It's not the best summoned creature because it doesn't have any magic or spells of any kind, but for the sake of being comprehensive, we will definitely show it off at some point. In the meantime, it's still going to be a good accessory for Hein because it's going to increase his defense by a decent amount. And I feel like he's one of the few characters that doesn't need a Mirage Rope to survive things like meteors, so. Ah, there we go. That's right. Attack the light projections. This cave connects to a dragon's lair. The entrance has been sealed to prevent the foolhardy from wandering in, as no one has ever returned alive. Seems like the perfect place for us to stretch out our muscles. But right now, we both need to concentrate on, like, ending this fight. You know what they say, one at a time. And let's see what this does. 1 point. I'll take it. And we just add to that. I think Lester, yes, he's still got plenty of magic. Alright, Jessica. A little bit from you would be nice. Thank you. And Aaron has no MP. But let's see what he can do. Nothing. Which is fair because Bernhard has 42 defense. But I'm pretty sure Cherie can. Oh, that man hurt. 70 attack. What the hell? And almost the same spell that Egbert cast, at least in the beginning. And hey, I made out that last word. It said door. She's opening a door, and there they go. She used her magic to cast Bernhard into another world. Rare portrait from Keith there. A little worried. Very unlike him. Ah, Elwin there. Oh, but we'll come back to him. Look at who is moving up in the world. Got that heal too that I thought she had but didn't quite. So she was a priest. But not for long. Class change achieved. Liana can become a paladin. And a pretty cool looking paladin. Or a high priest or a wizard. Gotta make her a high priest, guys. Must keep to the path that we're on. And look at her getting sleep, getting resist, getting force heal too. She's gonna be the healer to end all healers. And just 3 levels away from her 5th and final class. Oh yeah, welcome back to the fold. And this one also seems to be alright now. Oh, that's right guys, look at who's going to join us. Larna started off as a cleric like her sister, but is quickly going to move up in the world as well. Can become a shaman healer lord, same paths as Liana. Completely. I think she's a mirror image of her. So, back to basics, getting that turn undead spell, always useful. And off to class 3. Can make her a magic knight, priest, or bishop. Gonna stick to the same path as Liana. Priest, I'm thinking. For that heal too. Yeah, definitely want to do that. And nice well-rounded stats. Very high defense so far. And one more time, class change to level 4. Paladin, High Priest, or Wizard. Now, this is where I stray. I was gonna make her High Priest, but no, we're gonna make her a Paladin, give her more attack. And to make her a little different from her sister, you know? They're twins, but they don't have to be identical. And okay, Larna's the big sister. Ah, do love a family reunion. Any kind of reunion. Yeah, you were... Yeah. Somebody slipped you some of that Kool-Aid way back when. And we all know how tough it is to recover from that sugar high. Oh, that's useful. She can just sense the sword. A bit of a psychic link to an inanimate object. At any rate, oh, we have to unseal Langrisser, that's right. Because his true power still sleeps. That's right, we haven't seen it at full strength yet, which kind of explains a lot. So now we need this Holy Rod, which wasn't mentioned until now. They're good about not mentioning things until it's relevant. Ah, it's okay. But what are we going to do about the Dragon's Lair? I think you folks already know. Unless you feel you're a true hero, you should not enter that cave. Oh, hey, we gotta enter now. Because we're feeling very heroic. Levels all around. Thank you, Hein. Finally got that level 4. Aaron learned Earthquake already. That's good. And Scott's got Blizzard. More offensive magic is always a plus. And they're still getting levels. Both well on their way to their 5th and final class. But more about that in the next battle, which is going to be a fun one. So until secret scenario number 3, please have a fantastic day. Do what you love what you do, or tell someone you love them. In fact, why not do all 3? And hopefully, I'll see you soon.